I'm Nick Miles, welcome to Dick Hanna Acura of Portland. We are here to test drive one of the best and most wonderfully crafted sedans in America. It is the Acura TLX Type S. This vehicle was revealed at Pebble Beach, and ever since they showed it for the first time, America has been anticipating getting behind the wheel. So let's take it for a drive, find out how the design looks, and also some of the features in this new Acura. Soft touch dash, soft touch materials, well designed with different colors on the door panels, red double stitching on the inside, which gives you a real feeling of sports and dynamicism when you're sitting in the driver's seat as well. The driving position is easily adjustable with this multi-powerway seat. You can also find yourself having good views around the vehicle, large windshield. I'm able to see the front fenders in the vehicle as well as lots of space. When you're privileged enough to drive something like an Acura TLX Type S, you can do things like this. Yep, this vehicle has amazing power from the V6 engine under the hood, and the steering and performance is absolutely outstanding as well. But because of the way it steers and handles with the super handling all-wheel drive, it's much more fun to actually drive it on the curvy parts because it clings to the road. This system, the driving dynamics, are able to transfer 70% of the power to the rear wheels and then 100% of that power to each right or left wheel, which makes cornering absolutely a dream. In fact, this is one of the best sports sedans that I've driven. It also has a great steering ratio and then amazing acceleration. You can actually get a really fast rolling start for this vehicle. It's got power, it's got great driving dynamics, and I have to tell you, there is nothing that I'm missing in this vehicle. But I prefer driving it around corners than I do on the straightaway, and that's for a guy who likes a lot of horsepower. This vehicle is so well engineered. Then, if you ride on rough roads, you have your dynamic mode here. You can change that from the Sport to the Sport Plus, which you actually have to hold in the tuner to get it to go, to get even more power and exhilaration out of it. Plus, then you can go down to the normal or the comfort modes, which allows the dampers to change and to give you a very soft ride for your backside. In fact, one of the best backside rides I've ever had in this vehicle, smooth and comfortable, and then you want to turn it up a notch, it gets stiff and able to handle those corners. Canyon carving in this vehicle is an absolute dream. I almost feel like I'm wasting my time telling you about the technology and the safety in this vehicle because it already has the badge of Acura on it, which means that you know the technology is here and the safety is here, as well as a center thin TFT digital display between both the tachometer and the speedometer. It also has a screen mounted in the middle of the dash with all of the infotainment information on it that you need. You can get your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, all of the things that you need to marry your phone to the vehicle. So a lot of technology, and then let's come to the sound system. Acura have nailed it with their sound systems. Initially, they employed Elliott Shiner, who produced the Smashing Pumpkins and Steely Dan, to do the sound systems in all of its vehicles. And this is no exception. Amazing sound system here. Great safety. Let's get to safety. A lot of the safety controllable from the steering wheel. You can toggle through all of the safety features, and those safety features include the road departure mitigation, the blind spot information, which you can turn on and off, also the collision mitigation braking system as well. Those are all in this vehicle. And that allows you to have peace of mind when driving it, to know that the Acura surround safety system is constantly looking at the road, constantly looking at other vehicles, and making sure that you don't have any little accidents, because it's going to mitigate those or prevent those in any way which it can. Talking about the design of the interior. Now, we're driving this on quite a hot day. Cooled seats, an absolute dream. Heated seats, going to be great for the winter. The technology and design and buttons are all easy laid out in the center console here. The dynamic mode, which comes out of the NSX, that button is in the middle with those different driving modes. Your shifter is push button, easy to control and know what gear you're in. It takes up a lot less space, so you have actually some pockets on the side of the center console, plus you're getting a lot more stuff in the center console here, including the touchpad, which allows you to navigate through your things on the screen, and you just touch the touchpad where you want to go. Plus there's two different screens, which allows you to separate your information and choose what information you have on the screen. Navigation on the right, radio on the left, swap it around as needed. The volume knob is not on the radio, it's in the center console, so you can actually reach it rather than going forward to use it on the screen. You can reach it with your hand in place. There's a handrest right above the wireless charging, which allows you to put your phone down and not have to look at it once you've married it to the car. Everything well laid out, steering wheel well laid out, and then of course let's get to probably the most dynamic thing. If you press the DS button, the Drive Sport button here, you can go into S mode and use the paddle shifters to direct yourself through different gears, like a manual. Oh, did we mention that? Transmission in this is a 10-speed, which means that you get loads of good fuel economy, even out of an engine, which is so powerful. I wasn't expecting 355 horsepower. 300 would have been great. The extra 55, great plus. This TLX Type S is an embodiment of that full design and engineering specs. This vehicle looks like it goes fast, just like it does. 355 horsepower, you can almost tell it has that from looking to the outside of the vehicle. Large grille opening with a big Acura badge, and the grille pattern is actually continued into the Acura badge. Real air intakes at the bottom here. They've been slightly adapted to it, make sure the engine gets a lot of air. Remember, when you have a big engine like this, a V6 that outputs 355 horsepower, you got to keep it cool when you go fast as well. Even this piece of grille at the bottom here, this air intake is a real air intake. It does have air that comes into it. It's not just for design as well. The latest adaptation of what was their dual-eyed headlights here, with the 4 different very thin and dynamic headlights, which are LED, with an LED daytime running light underneath as well. This is of course the pinnacle of design and has all the latest equipment. And if you'd missed, this was a TLX Type S. It also has black surrounds, black on the bumper as well, and then there is the badging on the side of the vehicle, Type S, clearly written so you know this is a performance sedan. Acura have always done really well with their wheels. A car only looks as good as the shoes that it's wearing. This is wearing absolutely great shoes. Here's a car reviewer's secret and something I can show you that tells you you're getting into a really great sports sedan. And that is the tires that it comes with as standards. Check it out. These are Pirellis, and that tells me already when I look at the tires in this vehicle, they've put top-notch tires on this, so they want top-notch performance. Down the side of the vehicle, it comes in this really dynamic gold-yellow color, and there is a lot of blacked out features on this vehicle, including those mirror caps, the bottom of the doors, all the way down, blocked out B-pillars, monochromatic door handles as well. Nice shape throughout, the TLX shape that we've come to know and love of this vehicle, and then a blacked out spoiler on the back of the vehicle. When you look at the back, it has those quad exhausts, 2 each side, as well as a blacked out piece where the license plate goes. They've done a really good job of marrying dark color theme with bright colors. This vehicle looks dynamic. It looks the performance part when you see it on the road, even when it's standing still. Well, there it is, the Acura TLX Type S. This vehicle, outstanding as you can see. There's one place you can test drive them right now, and that is Dick Hanna Acura of Portland. They are on the lot, and there are many different options and colors available for this vehicle. So come down, test drive them today, and I think you'll agree with everything I've shown you that this is an absolutely stunning sports sedan.